Hey everyone, and welcome to Act 2 of my The Blind Prophet walkthrough. So we have infiltrated the Tower of Ra. Let's go to the left side. Now we are an errand boy and we are tasked to make some coffee. Now coffee making is not a fine art. 1 measure of coffee for 2 measures of water. So we can make the right coffee, but we don't really care. We will not progress if we made the right one. So let's put a lot of coffee. Ah, that's foul. What have you done to that coffee? It's totally undrinkable. Sorry, I don't know where I messed up. I just couldn't get it right. That won't do. I can't serve stuff like that to the guests. Forget it, I'll find someone else. Don't you worry, we won't let you get bored all the same. Phew. How about you take a wander around and chat with everyone, visit the boss's office. What? Yes, that would be great. Haha, stop dreaming, intern. There's no end of chores to be done. I should have known. You must have noticed we've got the builders in. We're in the middle of renovation, this old ruin. Next door, there's a wall with some drawing on it. There's no way to get a worker to scrape that thing off. You mean you want me to destroy the fresco? That old crap's got to go. We can't be working here surrounded by all this medieval junk. This is an office, not a freaking museum. Get serious for once. Medieval? I don't think you know much about. We need something new, that's all. We're going to have nice purple rendering that will go perfectly with the director's logo. Hop along, jump to it, lad. Let's keep calm. Above all, don't act suspiciously. So we go to the left side again. We take the scraper. And we use it on the fresco. We just destroy the painting.
And we must thank our salesmen, boys like Steve.
Okay, we've done it. Now let's discuss with the woman. Oh look, it's much better like that. I'm going to look for a pot of purple paint now and you... Wait a minute. Aren't I meant to be the intern, not the laborer? I hadn't thought of it that way. Just a minute while I take a look at your resume. While I take a look. Journalism school, interesting. This might be of some use. BBL infos, that wouldn't be a kind of newspaper exactly. Things change all the time, it's still a bit loose. Here we are in the old Rothborg town hall, upon which Stanislav Ra built his company headquarters. The Ra Corp. During the crisis, the local media nearly went under, but Ra bailed them out and graciously lent them part of this firm's building, so they could continue their work with financial independence. Yeah, right. What a philanthropist. Exactly. With total disinterest, he allows us to pursue our work as journalists. In a totally uninfluenced way, of course. He might occasionally make a suggestion. I'd love to join in this wonderful enterprise. That's really why I applied for this internship. But I didn't think I'd be protecting democracy by scraping walls, you see. Even if I hate all this junk too, eh? Sorry, I'm so stupid. I'm taking up your precious time. Now you see, you're well-intentioned. I'm going to give you your chance. I'm going to put you into the very heart of journalism. Perfect. We are on our way at last. Our job consists of sorting the most pertinent news for the public, in order to better inform it of the state of society. You get the picture? Yeah, sort of. Every day dozens of articles are sent in from freelancers. Our business is to select the best. By what criteria? By order of the journalistic relevance, of course. Okay. Get on that computer down there, the editing software is running. Your turn now, democracy is counting on you. So let's go back. Use a computer now. I don't know if there are more than one solutions, but I chose things that are favorable to Ra, or nothing against him at least. So lose weight fast. can put it here. Spend your way out of depression, a bank loan to freedom and happiness. So where is it? Here. Rap star Suck Me Dirty Bitch says Stanislav Ra defends Rothborg's women's right best. And then we choose Chopix, footballer Miguelito in bed with Doberman and sister. Beauty tips, 66-year-old Stanislav Ra reveals the secret of his everlasting youth. The other one is End of Heroin, Taboo, the Hidden Benefits. And the last one is 15 ways to reawaken your sex life by cheating on your husband with HIV condoms. And if we validate, not bad at all for a beginner. Believe we found a hell of a recruit. Well done, kid. That will make tomorrow's headline. Yet another victory for democracy. Just need to throw in my Stanislav Ra debate victory article and we're off. You're what? Are you from another planet? Don't you ever watch TV? That's a month that the Rothborg mayoral campaign has been going on. And tonight's the grand final debate. But how can you call it a victory article if the debate's not yet taken place? It's true, I hadn't thought of that. What? You're kidding? In any case, the debate will surely be cancelled from lack of a moderator. The guy who should be here had some kind of travel hitch. Unless what? You've done some journalistic talent. How about you take his place? Replacing our moderator? What do you mean? You ask some questions, you look at the script, you pretend to concentrate, and hey, presto. That's crazy, I don't even know what it's about. No worries, I swear. Think of your career. You'd be able to chat with Mr. Ra in person after. Meet Stanislav Ra? It's now or never. Okay, that's settled. Fantastic, I was dreaming it would land on my plate. Don't let it go to your head. So we'll meet in the studio, right? See you in a bit. Just what I'm getting myself into. And so... let's go to the elevator. If we use it, it doesn't work. And wait a second. Yep. Go in the studio. Lord, what I'm doing here. Psst, the intern. Read the auto cue. The auto what? The thing with the writing in front of you. Okay, I see it. It started already, has it? Good. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this final great democratic debate. For the mayor of Rothborg, our dear town, nurturing mother of... You really talk about the town like that? Shush, get on with it, stupid. Great, nurturing mother of our most fecund hopes. This program is brought to you with the generous support of our partners, Array Feed, Ra Entertainment, Ra Cosmetics, Ra Spirits, Ra Sport, Ra Imports, Ra Supermarkets, Rallywood, the Ra Institute, you don't say. So let's welcome Stanislav Ra, outgoing mayor who's running for his 5th mandate? Keep going. His 5th mandate and Mr. Pascal Petitpas, candidate for the Rothborg Liberation Party. Well, I suppose we'd better start with, Apparently we're starting with Mr. Ra. Thank you very much. Before I start, I'd like to say a word for our fellow citizens, the least well-off, as well as for the children, the adults, the women, the handicapped, animal rescuers, the artists, the captains of industry, pregnant women, all minorities, the aged, the bald, the sick, the great, the tall, the short, believers, non-believers, the practicing, the non-practicing, students, pensioners, the retired restaurant owners, garage owners, artisans, blah blah blah, and all those who, like me, are concerned about the future of our planet. I think I might have forgotten someone. Oh yes, the Fishermen's Crisis Victim Committee, a very important association in our farming work of Rothborg. All those who I understand well and have represented now for 20 years, and for whom I fight every day. Alas, our dear town of Rothborg has floundered in dire straits ever since the crisis. This is why I have decided to spearhead my new mandate, to bring to the forefront my new shopping mall project in order to create jobs and permit the least well-off to buy the cheap rubbish made in your third world sweatshops. Politeness and penitence are certainly not your strong points, Mr. Petapi. But I shall nevertheless endeavor to rescue some decency in this debate. I do believe your time is up, Mr. Ra. Oh, very well. Now it's over to you, Miss Petitpa. Could you resume for us your program briefly? It's simple. For a start, we're going to stop talking in circles. I'm speaking to all the people of Rotborg. All those who have seen this town develop and now the dump it's become. So the crisis happened and we will never recover from it. Since we relied above all on the fishing, and it wasn't easy to adapt to alternatives just like that. But that was no reason to run the town to the ground. Even if there's no money, there's no reason to let the town fall into the hands of bandits. When I was a kid, I lived in the valley. We were poor, but I never stole so much as a turnip from the neighbor's field. The time is limited. Please avoid personal anecdotes. Let's stick to the essential. I'm getting there. I want to put the life back in Rotborg. No more insecurity, no more of these soulless shopping malls. If people flee Rotborg or stop coming here, it's because they no longer feel at home in this place. As my grandfather used to say, a town is like house. If you want... Time's up! Sorry. What have you to say about that, Mr. Ra? Going back to the Middle Ages and living off turnips, that's what I call an original manifesto. That's not what I said. I did not interrupt you, Mr. Papetit. You will respect the rules of democratic debate. Bastard. As I was saying, on the face of it, I quite understand your feelings and those of our fellow citizens. Besides, I share them totally. I myself am personally attached to Rot Bay and to Gorborg, as if they were my children. What rubbish, you couldn't even place them on the map. We don't even know where you come from. I wasn't aware one had to be born here to love this town. Just because I'm a newcomer doesn't stop me from developing an empathic relationship with this town. Come, Roar Bay and Godborg deserve better than this type of sophistry. I think you meant to say Rotborg. He doesn't even know the names. You're not going to defend him too, are you? I seem to remember your contract stipulates impartiality. It would seem that I am the sole guarantor of democracy in this studio. So be it. In short, if I understand you correctly, you would prefer to swap the future of our fellow citizens for a little of melancholy, romanticism, or something as intangible as the soul of Rotborg? Really, with all due respect, I find it hard to imagine you are daft enough to even dare think of it. You'd be willing to abandon people crippled with debt on the rocks? Debt ridden by you, by your banksters. Democracy demands you be silent. Thanks. And while we are on the subject, may I take this opportunity to defend myself against those vile rumors often heard in bars. Bars stinking and dilapidated, full of ignorant and aggressive drunks. Yes, the Ra Bank belongs to me, but it functions independently. I'm merely the legal owner. There is absolutely no bias or favoritism in the context of my commercial activities. Your time's up, Mr. Ra. So let's talk about the bank. To finance all your scams, you've borrowed gigantic sums of money. So far so good, but in 10 years' time, who'll be paying them back? Clearly not your turnip fields, that's for sure. That's it, play the wise guy. You drive us into debt, and it'll be one of us who has to pay for the damage. All the burden will be on our backs. But nobody talks about that, eh? And for a good reason. Everything belongs to you, the banks, the papers, the TV, even that bottle of water, I'm sure. Now then, I had a feeling this kind of conspiracy theory would turn up, as if everybody was corrupted and people weren't able to tell good from bad. Don't taint the entire population with your own problems, Mr. Pitepa. Nobody here is contractually obliged to champion me, you can check for yourself. And if that's not enough, here's another proof. That bottle is mine, since I've taken over the factory in the valley. What? You've taken over the factory in the valley as well? Yes, and nevertheless, that bottle is yours. You may drink from it or not, quickly or slowly. You may even throw it away or give it to someone. I'll not stop you. So there, I'm really the tyrant that you describe? I do believe the poor folk of Rotbeek and Goiborn Deserve better than this kind of caricature from you, Mr. Petit Tapis. I at least have some concrete proposals. Talking of which, here's my plans for the expansion of the shopping center. A new extension will grace the right-hand side and... Hey, but that's our cathedral. Oh yes, so it is, I hadn't noticed. Well, that will reduce heritage renovation expenditure at least. But no matter. If I am re-elected, let it be known that you will be able, the very next day, to buy Putella at $2.99 the kilo. Do you know of many tyrants able to negotiate these sorts of prices for their fellow citizens, Mr. Papetit? Besides, $2.99 for a kilo of Putella, it's a lot better than your turnips, no? You bastard. Get him off. So that didn't go well. Scum. Assassin. It really looks like he'd rip his head off. Anger and despair, justified too. The Stanislav Ra is in reality Mammon, the demon of material wealth. The world is simply a giant commodity for him. He will bargain away the entire town down to the last brick, especially the things that are of sentimental value for ordinary folk. His pattern is perfect. He seems gentle but serious, a model of success. That's his greatest trick, and sadly, it works. I feel sorry for Petit Pas. Touching he may be, but he'll convince nobody. They're going to rip him to shreds and put him in the shade till the end of his days. They've got it all sewn up. Good. I'm going to take advantage of all this chaos to take a look inside Ra's office and do the job that no one else will do. So let's go left. Go to where the elevator is. Get the screwdriver. And use it on the ventilation shaft. Good, I'm going to have to use my wits now. So if we notice the notice board, we'll see a project. It's called Icarus. We will need it because it is a password. What the hell is this? A map of Rotborg full of new infrastructure, road and sea, factories, buildings. It's a huge expansion plan. I've never seen Mammon do that. He's usually happy to strip the assets from a town and that's enough. And that note, it looks like the handwriting found under Vic's door. Our projects progress marvelously. Thanks to the advice of our new friend, we'll soon crush everybody. He who owes you everything. Signed, T. What are they up to? Good God. This guy is pushing Ra beyond his greatest ambitions. There must be a plan behind all that. It's terrifying. I have to kill him now. Otherwise, he won't hesitate to transform humanity into zombified cattle. So let's go to the right. And use the control center. It's Icarus. Hello, Mr. Ra, please present your eye. We don't have the eye. I need the eye of Mammon as well? Darn it, I never thought of that. An alarm? Good God. Somebody's coming. That can only be Ra. I'm not ready for him. Too bad. I'll have to confront him unarmed. So let's go left. So we see the sign, we use the screwdriver. Let's hope this has some use. Here's a rocket launcher. The rocket exploded at point-blank range. He's a real mess. But he survived by taking on his demonic form. I've got to finish him off before he gets up again. So let's take the hand and use it with the private elevator. I promised the lady I'd prepare a fate worse than hell for you. What the party's over, scum. You're still laughing, Mammon? Ho 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 ho. Crazy nutcase. Who cares? He's done. I'm going to destroy this wretched tower, wipe out all your plans. That's what you think, smart guy. Another will take my place, then another, then another. Don't I just know it? I've been doing this for 2 millenniums. I'm not speaking about demons, I'm speaking of humans. The swine will keep asking for more. They want it all for themselves, honors, power, money. Even you, they'll put you away if they're tempted with what they want. In prison, the savior. Haha, how ironic. It's just a matter of time. Exasperating. Crushed under an elevator on the point of death, and you've still plenty evil left inside. You don't think I'm used to your lies? Admit I've lost, this time. But wait, I've no wish to perish under this thing. I'll make a deal. I'll tell you all you want to know about tea. Everything. That's it, keep talking. Right to the end, you won't keep trying. You're trying to get me to clutch at straws here. Looks like you'd lie to cover your tracks. It was true then, you've got some nerve. I'll die. Come on, hurry up, I've got plenty more fish to fry. Did you think I was a beginner? I know very well you're faking it. We're missing the light and the big blue flash. I almost had you. Would you like me to finish you off with a screwdriver? No, it's coming. Swish. At last, it's so tiring dealing with these monsters, really. And unfortunately, in a couple of years you'll be back. Right, let's torch this place now. So let's use the screwdriver with Mammon, we'll get his eye. And if we could go back, we'll use it on the control center. Welcome, Mr. Ra. So in the clock room, if we press bring, that's one good deed done. You've been greatly missed, my beauty. So the messages. Memo to all personnel. As you may already be aware, we have started certain alterations to the building and also that the subcontractors have made several cock-ups. The gas supply has been cut off to the archive department as the slightest spark could cause a fire. They have also made the mistake of reversing the electric circuits of the Politburo and archives. In short, no entry till further notice. So that's a hint, the gas supply has been cut off to the archive department as the slightest spark. They have also made this mistake of reversing the electric circuits. So go to management. And if we set the alarm to off, no, not yet. So I press unlock. So we have to align all this. So that's correct, that's correct. So if we click the missing one, we see it's connected by a blue line. Only one, so that's good. So it's blue, red, blue. And that must be it. So that's red and blue, correct. So we need one red line like this. Now it's red, blue, correct. It's the same thing here. So red, blue again. Then blue, red. Right. It's blue, red, blue. Blue, red, blue again here. Okay. So let's see what I did. Everything was up, I think. Yep, I put it all back together nearly. Let's hope it works. Maybe I should turn the lights on. Bingo. In a few minutes this tower will be a huge bonfire. I just have to take the elevator down. What a fool. I'll have to find another way out. So, wings, we can use them. And we escape, like Icarus. We're here live for the special edition to report on the terrible fire that has broken out into the Ra Corporation building. A fire that has at the same time damaged the town hall and the studios of BBL News. Stanislav Ra, along with multiple local personalities, has tragically been caught in the flames. At the time the final election debate was taking place this very evening, Roadblock Liberation Front terrorists are thought to be the most likely suspects. Any information that could help the investigation will be rewarded by the police. This is Sarah Silberman for BBL News. Tap tap tap. Bartholomeus. It's Bartholomeus. Who lives upstairs? I have no idea. It's empty, isn't it? In any case, it always looked like it was. I had a bit of a rough landing. Oh, so all that noise was you? I thought a bomb had gone off above the shop too. I was really scared. A bomb? Haven't you seen the news? The Ra Corporation building's been set on fire. Oh, that was me. What? Are you crazy? Cool it, let me explain. And so he says everything to Vic about the debate, the plans, and Mammon's death. Unbelievable, so Stanislav Ra was a demon. I always thought there was something suspicious about him, but at the same time everybody said he was great, so well, I see. Looking back, it's true that after the crisis, Roadblock was the ideal place to set up shop. Of course, everybody blamed the grand families of the town when really it had nothing to do with them. But his limitless ambition, doesn't that strike you as a bit odd for a demon? Yes, I know their ways. There are things they do and things they don't. Evil as they are, they don't need too big a sphere of influence. They feed on the vice and decay of a system where everything's corrupt. Wait, feed on vices? I know it sounds odd. It's difficult to understand from a purely material perspective. Is that a bit like being satisfied? For example, if I win something after a lot of training, the satisfaction after an effort nourishes me in a way? It's a bit like that, like energy, but mental. It's just an image to us, but it's literally food to them. They revel at and feast at the sight of the world sinking into chaos. After that, each demon has in some way his own specialty. Asmodeus likes to sow purity, Mammon likes to make a profit from sentimental value, etc. Whoa, that's crazy. But wait, why did Mammon try to take over so much if it wasn't necessary? That guy's been here again. Okay, we'll discuss it later. For the moment I have to continue my investigation. Oh yes, have you found anything about Ludwig Manor then? A little, but not so much as I'd hoped for. Nevertheless, that's a real mystery. That blue flash, if someone came from another dimension, then which one? And especially, who and why? I'm going to take a look at the point of impact. Maybe I'll find some clue. I'm scared. Take care, Bartholomeus. Vic, it's Bartholomeus, for heaven's sake. I'll make your tattoo in your arm if you keep forgetting. No, I've got the shakes just thinking about it. The shakes? But why? I've only just noticed you haven't got any tattoos. How come? Well, it's nothing, it's silly. Silly? Yes, come on now. You're here to save the world. Why don't you want to tell me? There's no time. The demons are... You can tell me. But it's embarrassing. Good grief, out with it. I haven't got all night. Promise I won't laugh. It's just that I'm afraid of needles and... Ha 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 ha. Bastard, you promised not to laugh. I'm just teasing. I was expecting something a lot more tragic. Fear of needles, that's cute. How come you chose this profession? On other people it's okay. I don't know why. It's the same for me too, with swords. I prefer to giving to receiving. Besides, I've still a parcel to deliver. See you later. Be careful. So let's leave and we'll go to the point of impact. That means where the guy committed suicide. Let's see if I remember correctly where it is. Yep, let's go down. Now if we observe the impact, apparently there is nothing left here but the blood. The body's been removed by now, certainly. And I can't see anything in the vicinity. Great, I'd better go and ask the witnesses what they've seen. So if we talk to the homeless guy... Good evening, can I ask you a question? Is it about the suicide? That's it. I saw you examining the point of impact. Look, I'd like to know if that's been said about the body is true. It was totally flattened, if that's what you're asking. There's a lot of suicides around here. You don't say. But usually there's not mashed up like this guy. This time, all that was left was skin, blood and hair. Besides, it wasn't the impact, it was a very strange suicide. Above all, just before, there was this great noise and sort of blue flash. I've already heard that. So it was true, well at least I'm consistent. Were there any other details? An object perhaps? I don't know, but you don't look like a cop. Exactly, in fact, I don't trust them. I understand, I've been rotting in this hole for years. Living around here is like you're already dead. I see. Wait, there's something maybe... With these suicides, the corpses are pillaged real quick. Good grief. This time, two guys fought over this jacket. It was a type of jacket, you know, with a purple lining. A purple lining? Yeah, I don't remember which brand, but it was an expensive one. I don't know if you're interested. Maybe. Where did he go? Down there, towards Gehenna. Gehenna? The slums of Rothborg. I hope for your sake he's not hiding down there. Otherwise, you can forget the jacket. At least if you value your life, that is. It couldn't be more simple, evidently. I'm going to have to get my hands dirty again, as it seems. One gets used to it, you'll see. Thanks a lot, old man. Good luck to you. So let's go down. South. So we're looking for a jacket with purple lining. Go to the right. Let's observe the hangman. These poor bastards were strung up right here. This place gives me the creeps. And talk to the praying man. I haven't done anything. What? Oh, so you're not one of the scene? No, you're mistaken. No, I was afraid. What were you doing? Praying? Yeah, but don't say anything, okay? I must have missed something. What are you afraid of exactly? One of those hanged was my friend. I was praying for him, but if the sin guys saw me, I'd suffer the same fate. The sin guys? You're not from Rothborg? Sin's a sort of local gang that picks up all the bums and delinquents. My friend was down and out, he joined them. A gang? Interesting. What made him join them? Wait, I don't want to raise my voice. It's not just a gang, it's a sect. They have a whole ideology behind them to suck in vulnerable folk. They give them security first of all, money, recognition, a new family and all that. Once recruited, they indoctrinate them with superstitions. My friend told me all. And that's what happens to those who try to escape. You see, I just wanted to say goodbye to him. I understand. I'm off. Those guys come past this way all the time. I'm getting out of Rothborg. They are spreading like the plague. And I advise you to do the same. Thanks for the tip. So let's go on the right side. Let's observe the pole. I can't get through this way, damn. Let's see how to get... Hey, but it's you again. Of course, where else can I go? You're just what I need. I want to get across. Would you mind giving me a helping hand? Another helping hand? You don't say. Yes, is there any kind of rope near you? Well, yes, there is a rope behind me. Would you pass it to me? Pass it to you? Ha ha ha. What? It will only take a second. You can leave afterwards if it bothers you that much. I'd love to leave too, but you keep catching me up. I catch you up? Hey, I'm not following you, if only by accident. You're driving me mad. I'll leave you think about it in your pit. Hey, that's enough, help me, damn it. But what's he up to, this guy? Blast it, I'll have to find some way of getting across on my own. Well, let's go back. We'll take the hangman. Let's go to the left side. We observe steering wheel. Great idea. Let's take it. I can't tell if he's dead or asleep. Besides, well, I doubt he'd miss this. the right side, one of the corpses is missing. And if we take the rope, wait a sec, where's the hand guy gone? I smell a rat. Let's watch the sequence. And it took our pendant. My talisman, filthy monster, it looks like that was his target. That's impossible. No, it must have been just an accident. At least I hope so. So let's combine the two items we have and go to the right side and use the steering hook with a pole. And go right. And this is a transition to the third act of the game. If we discuss with those guys... Wait, it's the guys from the Esplanade that asked me to join them. Good grief, why didn't I think of it sooner? It's them, the Sin Gang. I'll bet their den is located somewhere in these slums. Wait a minute. By the look of their methods, there must be a demon lurking behind all this. I might kill two birds with one stone if I found the jacket. What if I infiltrated their gang? It's always a bit tricky, but I'm starting to get used to this method. Hey, this reminds me of the fall of Rome. What a mission that was, when I poisoned an entire banquet of corrupt senators. Bartholomeus, one fetch some water please. Haha, those were the days. Good, if I'm careful, this should work out okay. Hello, look who's here. It looks like our friend's changed his mind. It could be. I was curious if your offer still holds. To join the group, all that. Of course, a wise decision. You don't exactly look like choir boys. But on my own, I might get into trouble. Here at least, I feel like I'm useful. So, welcome to the club. Okay, well, we're not going to welcome you among the trash cans, right? Follow us, we'll take you to the house. Okay. Well, here we are in the lair of sin. Welcome. Charming. From now on, this is your home. If you get hungry, there's always something to eat here. We have an infirmary too, games and the gym, as well as a shooting range, quiet places to sleep and central heating, etc. Oh, and of course, there's also a room full of girls. You mean at my disposition too? Yeah, you got it. We've got everything here. You've sold me now. I wasn't expecting all this. And would you have a library? Ha 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 ha. What a joker. I reckon you'll get along just fine with us. Without a shadow of a doubt. Good, but all that will have to wait until you're officially part of Sin. Officially? There's a ritual, a kind of initiation. You'll see, nothing too freaky. However, I'm busy now. You'll have to wait a while. In the meantime, take a look around, talk to the crew, make yourself at home. After all, it's already home for you. Alright. I'm going to take a look around from top to bottom. That's it, perfect. See you soon. And you guys be real friendly with him, understood? Right you are, Chief. So, that was the end of Act 2. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will be visiting the Act 3, the walkthrough, pretty soon. Until then, have a great day.